Well, the pace is quickening at the West Virginia legislature as we approach the final days of a 60-day legislative session. This past Monday, both houses of this legislature honored the work of the many pregnancy care centers across this state. The House of Delegates paused to read a citation, and the entire West Virginia State Senate posed for a picture with the representatives from across the state whose work cares for moms and their families who make the choice for life over abortion. Later that same day, the Senate sent the governor's education reform measure to the House of Delegates. You may recall that we had some concerns about this measure, but working with the governor's office and the Homeschool Legal Defense Association and groups like them, language was included to affirm the right of parents to direct the education of their children. That measure has now passed both houses and been signed into law by the governor. On Tuesday, Fairness West Virginia hosted a press conference again in support of the Employment Non-Discrimination Act. The headline from one news source was this: "Clergy pack Capitol to support non-discrimination bill." Well, evidently some 72 different clergy were represented as in support of the measure. But the picture with the story suggests that the editors may have been overstating the case a little bit. Packed may be a stretch when what I witnessed were significantly more people in front of the camera than were behind it. Now, you may be wondering why we have not asked you to make calls or sent pastors to Charleston to lobby for religious freedom and against non-discrimination measures like this one. We do think that there is a time and place for such action, but we understand that that is neither the primary nor even the secondary mission of the church. We work to develop relationships with lawmakers and advance arguments on your behalf so that you and your congregation are free to focus on your mission, namely, proclaiming the gospel and making disciples of Christ in your community. For those times when we do need a few extra voices to lend to the debate, be sure to sign up for our email alerts at familypolicywv.com.